Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN here. I am joined by my good friend, Greg Miller. How are you?
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm better now that we're seeing more of Titanfall.
Lord almighty, do I want this game.
So much.
Oh, good Lord.
Definitely my most anticipated game, not only because I've played it, like, I haven't got to play Destiny and some of these other awesome-looking games yet. Played Titanfall.
You know it's the truth.
I know it is. It speaks the truth.
Yeah,
yes.
I played it at PAX, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it was so good.
And it's also, it's one of the next games out. It's March 11th.
I know,
so
it's not that
up.
far anymore. Yeah, we talked so long about Titanfall. We're finally here.
So the good news is we are starting to learn more about the nitty-gritty details of this game, like some of the Titans you'll be able to pilot.
Right, like this new one,
the Stryder. Yes. So I thought we'd break it down, Greg. Let's see what
that's
we
what
can.
Rewind Theaters are all about.
Yeah, what can we learn about this thing?
Where am I going first?
I took some good notes. Let's get first. Let's go back to the 10-second mark with Hammond Robotics. I just want to note. Does this remind anybody? Anytime I see Hammond Robotics, all I can think of is John Hammond.
John Hammond, Jurassic Park.
I own an island.
It's a name that's cursed in any fictional universe.
Off the coast of Costa Rica.
I assume it's cursed. These robots, they're the uprising. Everybody's fighting each other.
Yeah, right. Go back right there. See this little museum in Hammond here. I wonder if those little exosuits. If we'll see any of the little not wear them, but I wonder, because there are AI guys in this game that just run around for either team to shoot, and I do wonder if we'll see any of those AI guys wearing those by chance.
Are these them too?
Those are training dummies,
okay.
which we'll see later in the video.
Okay, yeah, here we are on the training ground,
Whitehead
Gross
Training
name.
Ground. Yeah, we saw that in the original
little
reveal.
sense of scale here as far as these small guys working on the big guys.
Yeah, they're a good 30 feet tall or so, the Titans, and boy, it does look like a neat place to have some battles, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So go back to the 15-second mark, Greg, if we can. Right? Oh, actually, right here. Stop right here on these. We passed by them initially because the focus of the scene is on these training dummy robots, but I just want to point out that tank in the background.
There is a tank in the background.
I wonder, is there a chance we'll get to pilot it? I think not, given the way the game is, and it's all about the jetpacks. But I do wonder if it's possible we'll have them again as AI.
You think DLC maybe
nuisances? Maybe.
A chance,
could happen.
When we're all pilots, when we're all expert pilots of Titans, maybe we get to jump in some tanks, get some Warhawk-style combat going on.
Yeah, the game is obviously built around the jetpacks and the Titans, but you got to look at Vince Zampella, the founder of Respawn. It's based the people making this game. If you're not aware, I know most of you probably are, but
cool.
Yeah, you
all
read IGN. Respawn is composed very, very largely of what used to be Infinity Ward. After and then they had their whole ugly lawsuit. We won't get into the whole thing here, but
there's a whole rigmarole there.
The point being is, these guys basically made Call of Duty what it is today, and so having a tank in the game, I wouldn't put it past them.
Right, they have some experience with tanks. I don't think you have to worry about them not knowing what they're doing with them.
Yeah, so we'll let the footage roll here, and when we finally get to see. We get to the Stryder. He gets introduced right here,
coming out of the sky.
So they're telling you right away, faster thrusters, lightest core. In other words, this is going to be the light, fast version.
Right.
He's going to be the guy for you guys that like to play pests out there. If you like to just zip around the battlefield, I can't kill you because you move too fast.
Unlimited thrust, of course.
Now, unfortunately, our little, if you're right on this screen, Greg, our little timestamp is covering up, but in the covering it up, in the bottom left corner, there is a
speed, armor,
some meters.
weapons.
You can see. Well, you can't see.
But you've already watched the trailer, of course. Rewind Theaters are here to augment your experience.
Yes. So you can see that it's got a max rating in speed, very low armor rating, and a fairly low weapon rating too. So again, you don't want to go toe to toe with anything. Any fellow Titans anyway.
Right. Do we know how many different Titans are in the game, Ryan?
Well, we've got 3 so far. Okay. It wouldn't surprise me if there are 1 or 2 more. I hope so.
Yeah.
But we definitely have the light, medium, heavy covered right now, right?
Sure.
So we shall see.
Lighter access coming.
As we move through the video here. So I want to watch right there. Does it seem like it's like jump jet strafe sliding by
exactly.
you?
Totally, it looked like a jump jet strafe.
Did that just happen?
Because that's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like you're turning way quicker than you are in any other Titans.
Yeah, and if you go back to that first person cam for a sec, Greg.
Sure. I can do
I
that.
love how expertly you drive rewind theaters. By the way,
I've done a few million.
So have I. But it just you have the natural skill and grace. I want to look at this gun right here. Don't know what this gun is. It's got these. It's 30 rounds in the clip, which leads me to believe it's some sort of automatic weapon.
You got 2 red things on the side.
Yeah, strange little aiming. Like, does it have a grenade launcher icon? Is that just because it's also got the aiming sights on top? Those two. So I'm guessing this is just some sort of machine gun-esque weapon, but it could also be something goofier and more special. I mean,
what are you expecting on a Titanfall? Are you expecting more straightforward weapons, or are you expecting the goofy?
I think generally it'll be sort of sci-fi riffs on the tried and true weapons. Like, I mean, my favorite thing, which if you watched our reasons we're excited about Titanfall video,
I was in it.
You were in it.
If I'm not in it, I don't watch a video on IGN.
I actually the one I called out in that video was for me the smart pistol. So it's like, a little Halo 1 pistol-y, but it tweaks it with, you can lock on to multiple guys at once, and one trigger pull fires like 6 shots at once and takes out 6 guys, and I love it. So
yeah, that's gonna be great.
So here's you getting into your Stryder.
As the first to strike, Stryder
and if we'll see right there. So
more of that strafing.
That
super fast.
That confirms what we were just wondering about a minute ago. That is definitely, because we get the first-person view of it. You are definitely like jump jet strafing here.
That guy was almost ready for it.
Yeah. Well, you see, the other guy was in the larger.
Yeah. You're
the ogre, right?
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh god.
Oh, he's strafing.
And by the time he turns, you've already made it all the way around the building.
Good shots on him.
So good times there. Feel bad for that little human guy, right?
Oh god.
Oh,
I picked the wrong place.
I've made bad decisions in life.
God, I can't wait for this game.
And then here you see, it won't be all light weaponry for the Stryder Titan.
Sure.
We got a grenade launcher right there, or at least a
shell coming out
sort of explosive something or other, because it looks like it's holding a lot of rounds. I wouldn't necessarily, I guess, call it a grenade launcher per se, but almost sort of a kind of a Gauss rifle type scene.
Yeah, you see him getting fed in the side there. It almost looks like in Iron Man, those little missiles Robert Downey Jr. shoots at.
And they are explosive rounds, as we see there. So.
All right, cool.
Any other Titan on the
You're winning me over here, Stryder. There's that strafe again to dodge.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Come right.
Love it.
See that guy? He's the Matrix of the Titans, I think you could say. More he was strafing into fire there.
More humans. Oh, they're dead now.
If you're not in a Titan, you're doing it wrong in Titanfall.
Well, that's not true, actually.
You're doing it wrong! I refuse. Every day I'm going to jump into these Titans.
You jump jet to the roof. You jump down on top of the enemy Titans. You shoot their brains off.
Yeah.
It's totally balanced. That's the beauty of the game. And here, now, see, it's funny how the ogre video ends with this exact scene, except he rips the arm off. But the Stryder, not quite powerful enough for that, but he does happen to deliver a fatal killing blow.
He's got those GTA explosive punches turned on. That
boom! See ya.
Done. I'm sold.
And if you pause right, hold on, a little more.
Right there?
Right there. Up. Back up just a tad. A little forward.
What am I looking
for? Forward. Frame. It almost looks like just a hair forward, just before it sort of forms into itself.
I'm going as fast as the computer can
right about there. I mean, it kind of does that maybe look like, a middle finger towards Activision? Like, hey, former Activision employers, says Vince.
I don't think so.
That's a hand with a middle finger.
You are stretching.
I'm totally stretching.
I like it. I like that. That's what I do in rewinds. You got to go, what did they mean by this graffiti? But
it was a short video, Greg. I had to pull out what I could here.
There you go, though. March 11th. Good God, I can't wait.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot more on Titanfall. We're pretty much going to be I'm dedicating my entire life to covering Titanfall on IGN.
Wow, that's going to be a good life for you.
Well, I have other things to do, too.
Can I dedicate my life to helping you so I can play a lot? Okay.
Yes,
if I can
please.
be playing at my desk, I'm all about it.
Yeah. We're going to have a lot more on Titanfall in right after the holidays coming up in January, hopefully, and obviously into February and right on up into March when the game's out. So, Greg, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ryan.
For more on Titanfall, Greg, where should they go?
You keep it right here on IGN.